I'm Pat.
I'm Garrett, and
we are 2/5 of the Maine.
Yeah, we've been a band for about almost 6 years, and yeah, we play rock and roll music.
When we had Ain't Your Arms featured on all the Blackberries, I think with any of that kind of stuff, it's hard to tell exactly how much of an impact it had on, how many people actually went and heard it and how many people went and bought the song and all that stuff.
I'm sure it helped a little bit.
A bit, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, we just went and released an album called Pioneer and the Good Love, which features our regular album and then
six
extra tracks. And it's our first actual release over in Europe. So we just thought it was a good time to get all the extra songs out.
Yeah, we had we recorded like 28 songs when we recorded Pioneer, and we couldn't put all those onto a record, so we had a lot of songs left over that we still enjoyed and were happy to show people. So we just thought it was a good opportunity to release that.
We released the deluxe edition of the record over on Rude Records over here. Kind of basically, we have our own little kind of way of doing things independently in the States, but we don't have a lot of the resources over here, so we decided to have a new partner
Help us out, and they've been doing awesome.
Out of all the new songs on the EP, I would think
probably the last song on it called Good Love. Yeah, it's probably my favorite. It was one that I wanted to be on the record, but just seemed to not fit very well. So Pioneer was written over kind of a year chunk. We first started writing in December of 2010, and we wrote about 14 or 15 songs, and then we recorded 9 of them in January.
Yeah, January, and
then the second chunk was.
And then we went on the road for a while.
Yeah, we went on the road for probably 5 months.
Yeah, and then we wrote a bunch more in July. And then
we wrote in June.
And then in August and July we recorded like 18 more.
That's right. It was different than we normally do. The album has no like specific
kind of concept,
but it was just the struggles of life, I guess. It's kind of the broad.
Yeah. I would say the biggest kind of difference between the first couple records and the new one, I guess would just be the growth that we've had as a band and individually. I think it really you can hear how much we've improved on the album.
I agree.
We've made the band our job for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, we've been lucky.
Yeah, it's kind of all we focus on, so we won't really have enough time for anything else anyway. Yeah, I think it's hard to pick one kind of moment. There's things that are really kind of special for different reasons.
Yeah, and I don't know. Tour in general is just pretty awesome.
It's a very nice life to live.
Yeah, I can't complain. I try to be funny on stage, but I'm not. But I'm not funny in person either. Though.
Yeah, it's
so I guess,
yeah,
that's the same.
Jared doesn't talk on stage, and he's actually pretty funny in real life.
He doesn't sweat that much either.
Yeah.
Like normally. Actually, yeah, me. I mean, I've been sweating a lot. He stinks when he's not on stage, and then when he's on stage, he smells great.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Kind of weird.
Keep working anymore. I don't know.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, Neil Young would be fun.
There's
Lots
of people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
I think hopefully in the future we can write and record a bunch of songs with all kinds of artists. I think that would be a nice little learning process for us.
Yeah. Well, the future, we finish this in about 2.5 weeks, and then we go home for about 2 weeks, and then we do a tour in the States, for about, that goes up until the end of November, or like it ends like December 1st.
Yeah.
And then
basically
after
from
that
we're just kind of gonna lock ourselves away and
work on another record.
Work on a record, and once it's done, then we'll begin to kind of decide what the next move is. But it's just gonna be only about the music for a while.
Focused on something new. I love it here. Yeah, and whenever we get to come here, we always have a good time, and everyone's very nice, which is awesome. And you have walk down the street, so it's real good.
And the canals are cool to look at.
But last time we were here, it was frozen over, so we were walking on them. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you for always being there for us.
Yeah, you guys are really awesome.
You're the first ever freaking place we ever played Ice Cave.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's a bizarre song.
One of our favorite songs to play.
Yeah.
And we decided to do it for the first time here. So I think I'll always remember that show.
Totally.